Hi, my name is Beristain, and today I'm going to talk about business, society, and fate. Well, I'm going to start talking about business because I think that was important to talk about this first. And I decided to divide these three topics, to talk the most important things that I learned and that I read. So I divided in these three topics that I'm going to expose today. Okay, well, in the part of business, I consider that it's important to focus about social responsibility in business. Nowadays, it's essential that a company have a focus on social responsibility. It is not an obligation for the company, and this can make that some companies didn't want to to take this topic important, but I think that it's really important. This social responsibility can come from projects, movements, empowerment of individuals, and this social responsibility can bring profit from the organization, company, and the community that is going to receive the benefits. The most important companies today have considered social responsibility. So it's a really important thing that most companies have to consider. Okay, well, I put some benefits that a company can have if they consider social responsibility. I'm going to talk about the most important. Okay, well, some of them are that people that search about work, they want a company that are affiliated to the social responsibility. This promotes volunteering. More as I say, the people want to apply more from this type of companies. The company is seen like more positive and generates more positive attitudes. So this can be a really benefit from the company. These attract investors, build a good reputation, and bring to the company trust and loyalty. This can help to retain customers. Having a social responsibility in the company brings that the people in the company have a more positive image from the company, and also the customers in the company as a really good and positive way. Well, there's a lot of them, but I think that these are the most important. And well, I put the negative aspects that they are not a lot, but I think that it's important to put them. Okay, the social responsibility is linked to according to a socialist vision, where the political mechanisms are taken account and know the markets. So this can have some of bad results, because the socialist vision is not really accord to the capitalism. So this can bring some troubles. When the owner of the company reduce profits, this affect to other people, because they bring that reduce of profits from their money. So it can be a problem. Sometimes a social responsibility, as I put here, is a disguise. So these actions are justified by other purpose. So this social responsibility can be a way that the companies obtain more profits, but they don't do anything to help and to have social responsibility. Okay, now I'm going to talk about society, the second topic that I learned and that I read. Here I put this these things that I read that I consider that is important. I put that a society is a group of people organized by a state. Societies or states are equal to conquest, which is equivalent to slavery. So at birth, we all have a debt to the society that raise us and feed us and that dress us. So we have a debt for those who died for us to live, and who gave us our language or traditions. And well, that's the debt that we have. And for those who are responsibility to our existence. And well, the debt was adopted by the state, and this is the actually taxes that we today where we have to pay. Okay, and the last topic is fate. That for me is a really important topic that I consider a lot because, well, I consider a person that have very strong beliefs and that have a faith on God. So I really like this topic. I put these verses from the Bible that I consider that are accord to this topic, and that I think that it's that are really nice, and I like it a lot. And then I'm going to talk about faith in companies. Faith is the central identity for people who work in companies. According to the World Economic Forum, since 1960, it has been the term that companies are inclusive, but religious inclusion has left out. So companies don't consider that religion is part of the people or that they need it, so they don't consider really important. And well, also in the Fortune 100 people companies, they don't include faith of beliefs as inclusion also, and it's in the last scale of diversity. So also they don't think that is really important that people have faith. And also in the World Economic Forum said that by 2050, there will be an increase of 2.3 billion people affiliated to a religion. This indicates that it is not a decline, as it is true, and it healthy work jobs people are respect, so they are like human beings. They are more productive and stay longer at work. Employees feel better when the companies respect their values and their beliefs. Okay, I'm going to talk about an article that I also think that it's important because it shows how we can apply our faith in the companies, and is the title Incorporating Faith to Business. And it said that the main religions share their principles of respect, integrity, honesty, godness, and dignity. So this is really important because in the Bible and God also teach us how these values are important, and these principles are the keys of success in life, therefore directly impact of business. So there's some points that the author of this article told us. The first one is purpose. It said that what were we created for, what we're going to do to according to our purpose. So it's a principle thing that the person need to have. The second one is inner peace. Faith provides strength and peace in times of difficulty. And she said that it's important to take a time to pray and to have that moment of meditation. Wisdom, I put a verse from the Bible that said, the fear of Lord is beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. I think that it's really important and awesome to learn this. The Bible has many books related about wisdom, how they handle it in ethical and integrity. Certain decisions requires God's wisdom, and decisions based on faith think people about profits 100% of the case. The fourth point is about relationship. Faith teaches us how to treat other people, and how the company will be if the old employees, partners, strategic allies, and suppliers are in a good way, in a positive way. As a owner of a company, have the responsibility to maintain this positive environment and to have a positive relation with all the members. And the last one was perspective. Faith provides this perspective, fresh and a different perspective, and it is important to consider this perspective because make a good way and make a people have better decisions. And the most important is not to affect other people, to think about it and to think about what the Bible and God said about it, and what our own faith said about it. So, well, these are the points that talk about in this article, and I think that were really interesting. And well, last one, I put this quote that I read in an article that talk about business school that was open, and have a lot of things that I think that talk about social responsibility and to think about people. And well, I put business education had to change. Well, I'm really think that this is important because sometimes the business are only think about money and think about to generate profit, but don't think about the people and don't think about their faith, their families, their dreams. So I think that this is important to have a balance that we can generate a good way to have a company and to be working in a company. Well, thanks, and these are my references.